zoom on that one too. That's the. Hello, everyone. I think we are live. Welcome to Frenchie and Ollie's class. This time it's framing flowers. It's the designer series paper on page, I want to say 16, but it's not that. 1 minute. I should add that. Oh, details. Now more defined. Something is going in the background there. Okay, it is on page, I should have had my page open. It is on page 29. So that is the paper we're using. I get 6 cards. Ollie gets 6 cards. So we're going to rotate. I'm going to do 3. She's going to do 3. The PDF going to include 24 cards because we did our protocol or prototype that was 6 cards each, and that's already ready to go in the download. But then the one we're going to do, it's the same fold or the same thing. It's just those frame. I'm going to show you a full pack. It's going to vary in that. So we're going to take a picture of the cards that we're doing live tonight, and then we're going to put that in the download. You can have the download. Everybody's welcome to watch. All the measurement and such, though, it's all in the PDF. And you can get that with a qualified order that it's $40. You can go at my blog at frenchiestamps.com and you're going to get the information. Today it's July 11. That's where you're going to get all the information. And Ollie, you got it on your blog yet?
I don't, but I will.
Okay. So, and your blog is?
holliescrafting.com.
Here we go. And that will be there tomorrow or Friday, right? Tomorrow's Friday. Friday or Saturday.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So now we're all set. So Ollie is very good at keeping track of the comments. I'm going to do my best when she's whatever presenting. I am not fast like her to reply, trust me. So I'm looking, I don't see no information. So again, the PDF, it's with a note of $40. You have to use the host code. I got mine already on my blog at frenchiestamps.com, July 11, 2024, and Ollie would have hers also. So let me flip you down. Anything to add, Ollie?
No, I think you covered it.
Perfect. Okay. So here it is. Oh, that's very, very bright. I think that's better. Check it on your, maybe one. Okay. The paper. So between the 6 card that I designed and the 6 that I'm going to share tonight, this is, oops, it's in here. This is what I got left of a full pack, okay? So I'm using pretty much a full thing. Ollie, do you use pretty much a full thing? Kind of.
I think I quite used the full thing.
Not, so for me, you see, I get very little. I could have made a few more cards with that, maybe 2, 3 more cards, but you see I use quite a bit. Now, let me show you the full pack. And really, the only thing that you need to do this class, it's going to be a 1 pack or 2 pack of designer series paper, depending on how many you want to do. And then the color cardstock, and it's pretty much all in the same color, and the ink. Ollie use 1 or 2 stamp set, 2, I think. I'm using 1, Simply Said. And really, and she's using die, I don't. So the stamp set, really, it's for the greeting. So you can sub that with anything. So here it is. So you get 3 different sheets of the designer series paper. So that's the 3 sheets. And flip it around. See? Now, the next part, it's all those decals. See, after you open it up, so you get all the reeds, you get the leaves, you get the greenery, you get the frame around. So you get 1 sheet, two sheets of all the element. And then the third sheet, and you know what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to pass that to Ollie and she's going to put the puzzle together. She's good at that. That's why I like to do class in the house with her here. Now, this one here, you got 6 pieces. So see, and this gonna do a frame. So you see how all that work. So that's why I just wanted to use one pack. Well, one card going to be using this, one card's going to be using this one or such. So now you see how it goes. So we're going to take picture of all of them. It's going to be in the download. Now this strip in the center, I use that on another card also. So everything going to be listed on your whatchamacallit, that thing there on the PDF. You know what? I got it all together. Okay, now I'm going to share my card. All the cards are listed by numbers, A and B. A, it's already done. B, it's we're about to do. I just want to pull my PDF and I'm going to be able to tell you what the letters or the piece are. So I'm going to start with, oops. Okay, 1A. Okay, 1A. I think I had it all in orders, but you know how that is. You move stuff around. So 1A, it's this one here. So you see why I use almost a full pack? Because I use my designer series paper for my card base. So here it is. And those are cut at 5.5 and 5.5, make 11. So you still have 1 inch of the paper, and that's where like my strip gonna come. And also the one in the center, that's one of the strips, okay? So everything that it's pretty much used. Now, like I said, we're not going in detail with the colors and the measurement just because that it is in the download. Now I'm going to take my pretty peacock here and we're going to add a layer of basic white. Like this. And then we're going to put this in the center. Oh, one thing that I find easier, oops, it should be this way. To do the center of this, I like to back fold them. And the reason why I like to back fold them, it's because when it's all open, it's hard to see the score. So if you back fold them, then you can center your insert very much easier. It's just a little trick, but let me tell you, it's going to be a trick that you're going to be like, I like that. Now, again, all those elements here are all from the, whoops, the paper. I'm not using anything else. I'm going to add that right here. Now, guess what's coming in handy? Glue dots. Who was waiting for glue dots already? Well, you're lucky because tonight I will be using a lot of glue dots. Now I'm going to put that right here. Now we're going to fold this one. So the one to the right, fold it down. I got a little strip here that's going to go there. I'm not adding that part yet. Now again to the glue dots. So if you're familiar, create on the fly, they started every time I use a glue dot, they take a sip. Some sip on water, some sip on coffee, some sip on tea, and who else, whatever else they sip on. So it's the thing. Well, let me tell you tonight, if you're sipping on something else than water, it can be a tough morning tomorrow morning. Trust me on that because I'm going to be using a lot of glue dots. So now I just put that right there. And now I'm going to put my strip after. Like this. and it seemed a little bit too long there, and that is normal. Sometimes, just one little air, whatever, boom. Okay, now we're going to do just this pretty ribbon here. It's called Pretty Peacock and Gold ribbon. It go wonderful with this paper. Amazing, 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 because it's a lot of Pretty Peacock in this paper. So I just do a regular knot, nothing fancy. You know what? I like to use these scissors. See, I just do a regular, and again, glue dots to the rescue. I'm sure I'm going to start a new thing of glue dots tonight and put that right there. Just one little knots like that, it really leave it flat, because usually I don't like big chunk. And see how easy it is? Now fold that there. Now, for some reason, this piece here, I stamped the happy birthday wish diagonal, but really I could have done it a square too. Some of it you just want to make sure that it fit. So now I'm going to put 4 glue dots again on each corner. So if somebody keep track on how many glue dots I use, I'm telling you, I bet somebody's already fell off the chair there. Here we go. So glue dots to the rescue tonight. Now I'm going to put that in the back of the wreath. And then this here, it's done with dimensional. So we're going to go ahead and put dimensional. And I like to put my dimensional on the cardstock and on the wreath. So it grabs both of them. So it's secure both. So now I'm going to go ahead and remove that. You know what? I'm going to bring this here. So see, we already got one card done. And that paper, it's so gorgeous. I feel we don't have to do much to make a card really pop. I'm using birthday greeting. You can use any other greeting that you wish for. Now this one, I have to, it's going to go off just a little bit, but that's, oops, that's okay, because my card base, this is 4 by 5.5, so it's still going to fit in the envelopes, okay? This one, see, it was the smaller one, so it stayed right on top. And now we're going to use the basic pearl here, the iridescent pearl. And I got some that change color just because I use some of the, or what it's called. Let me think. Some of the blends to color them for another project, and it's still there. We're going to do a single bow. So just like you tie your shoes, and again, this ribbon lay flat. It's very friendly to put in an envelope. It's going to be bulky a little bit on your envelope, but very little. And now cut and cut. So I bet you can guess what. I'm going to glue that right there. It's going to be a lovely glue dot. So here it is. Oops. The ribbon, for some reason, I like to put 2 glue dots. I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to trim the tails here. Et voila. So we got, I can add a few more pearls maybe. Even the one that are color a bit, I don't mind. Just add some character. Et voila, my friend. So now you got a trifle. So that was, this one, it's 1A. And this one, it's 1B. Okay, move along. The next one, just want to peek, make sure. Okay, the next one, it's 2A. This is 2A, and we're going to do 2B. It's about the same, but crank it up a notch. What I mean by crank it up a notch, we're going to go ahead And all those little flowers and that, it's all part of that thing. It's nothing extra. Now, this year, see, I had kind of a round thing. Just this one was not popping good. You're going to see what I'm talking about in a minute. So I had something else. So I want to make sure that the design go in the right direction. Now, what I want to do is take a pencil, and from top going down, I did 3 inch, and top to going down, I make a mark of 3 inch. So see, you do have some of the measurement. Now, you're gonna take where you put your mark there, put it in the, oops, I need to go higher up a bit. You know what? I think that, let me fix something just because I want to pull my, yeah, it was too zoom in. So where I make the mark at 3 inch, gonna go in the groove, and then you're gonna go all the way to the score. Oops, I'm missing 2 score line here. I do. Okay, 1 minute. I need to rescore this 2 inch and then 2 inch. I thought I did so good. Okay, so you're gonna go at your second score. So your mark to your center score here, really. There and there. And you're gonna cut that diagonal. Save this and do the same thing on the other side. The second score and to the mark. And cut diagonal. Et voila. Okay. Now you're going to take those two that you cut out and you're going to reverse them like this. Reverse them like this. And then we're going to glue that there. Now, for this one, I like Tombow glue. And the reason why I like Tombow glue for this, it's because if I'm not right at the first time, it gives me the chance to move it. If you use tape on this and you put it down and you're off, like there I was off, it's hard to move it around, okay? So I strongly recommend Tombow glue for this. Now this, and we're gonna put that right here. See, I have to move it a bit. And if you're off a little bit, just use the scissors and make it work, okay? Because if you're off just one tiny bit, that can affect it. Now you're going to fold this, press it down, fold this, press it down. Now I'm going to use my bone. Whoops, see, this came way too high here. I'm going to push it down. Here we go. Now I'm going to reinforce this. Okay, what I was saying about when I put my frame, I don't know where it flew off though. Oh, it flew right here. So with my frame here, if I put that there, it lose part of the frame. See, because so this one I add a layer in it, just a square, and then I'm going to add that there. And plus another thing that I think help, it's more solid than just the frame itself. So we're going to go ahead and add that right here. Now you want that just on one side, okay, not on both sides. Again, it go off a bit, don't worry, it's going to fit in the envelope. So I just going to put half and not quite all the way half. So just because those point touch inside. I'm just going to put this way. Now I'm going to put that. I'm just guiding myself in the opening here and then try to keep it centered there. Et voila. Now inside, oops, see, you have to be careful. If that happened, the glue eraser. Many people ask me, where do I get my glue eraser? At Office Max. I think it's Office Max now. Yeah, they get them. And this, we used to sell them. This is something I say every paper crafter need to have. Absolutely. You can even have them on Amazon. It's called adhesive remover eraser. Okay. Now, again, it's the layers for the inside. I'm going to put that there. This is going to go at the bottom. So glue dot to the rescue. If you guys are still thirsty after tonight, I think you can go a week till next Thursday without drinking. Here we go. Like that. Oh, I want a little bit higher though. And 1 minute. I want to twist it, but not take all the, here we go. Got a little bit there. It's okay. Don't you love it when I talk to myself? Here we go. Magic. Okay, so this one here, I don't have to reverse it in the back just because I got those lines to guide myself. But if not, you flip it in the back. And voila. And we got those little flowers here that we're going to glue on our, well, reed, square, frame, whatever. I'm going to put one right, oops. Work better when you do have the glue dot attached. One over there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like two together. This is cockeye a little bit. Can I move it a bit? Here we go. Okay, two, and then I'm going to put one over here. Okay, now again, I use my pearls, and I'm going to put it. Yes, you see my pearl are different color. I'm going to share with you. That was not plain. I wanted white pearls, but that's what I grabbed. So you can take, like this is pecan pie, the light one, and you're just going to color your pearls with the fat tip. Be careful, but that's how I color them. Let it dry a little bit before you touch it. Okay, so this one, it's 2A, and this one, it's 2B. Et voila. Now one more like this. So now you see why we use all the designer serial paper, those sheets, right? Okay, now it's 3A and 3B. Here it is. So it's about the same fold, but crank it up another notch. Et voila. Now, this one here, that frame, it's like that. It's plain in the middle. I just use another piece and such. Well, like I said, we don't have two of the same thing, so I had to make it work. Well, it was the one with a triangle in the middle. And I wanted to have something inside it, and it was like, oh, I cut and tried to make it fit. Well, here it is. The piece of paper, I'm going to give you the measurement, but it's going to be in the thing. It's 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. You're going to make a mark in the center. So on the long way, it's going to be at, is it 178? It's not 178. It's 278, right? Yeah, 178, and then on the other side, 1 1/8. Now, when you make your marks, you're going to take your paper cutter there or scissors and see, you're going to cut cut. You can put that on the paper trimmer if you like. How would you do it on the paper trimmer? Let me show you. On the paper trimmer, you're going to put your mark. So this is your mark, and then your top. And then you're going to cut. So that you would do that on 4 sides. Personally, I think it'd go faster with scissors, but I understand some of you are allergic to scissors. That you guys telling me. So now, see, you get the perfect insert for this one. How sweet is that, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue that. And this is pre-embossed. I embossed that. You can see there. And I'm going to go ahead, and when it's embossed too, I like to use my Tombow glue. And we're going to smack this. Oh, don't. This one is bigger. What did I do? Okay, I have to just right on the edge. Here we go. That was a tight fit. We got it though. Okay. And then this, I'm going to put this one with dimensional. I'm going to raise that. I don't know if I raised the other one, but I'm going to raise this one. There we go. Perfect. Now we're going to put that right here. Is that fun? And so we got our insert. Why I got the, oh, I don't know why I got this here. I think that got lost from another card. Okay, we're going to keep it aside for now. So our insert, did I miss a piece here and here? No, I got it. Huh, it was right in front of me. Here we go. And this is a little bit too long, just a little bit, okay? But it's going to work. We're going to make it work. You can shove it a little bit here, shove a little bit there. Yes, we're going to get more glue dots. I love this paper, really, the work it's done. So I'm going to put it right at the top. And then I'm going to trim just a little bit here. See around this and here too. You don't have to be as short as your insert because inside the card, so now I'm going to push in the back, push in the back. I find that a lot easier, much so. And we're going to put that here. Okay, I'm still a little bit, so I just give him a little bit of a haircut there. Et voila. So now when you close it, and that won't get all bunched up because it would really bend the paper there. So you see, you just have to give him just a little bit of a trim. That's it. Okay, now we're going to put that back here. They go folded this way. Now, this this one right here, we're going to use, you know what? Let me use Tombow here. Put the frame right here. You know what? I think, where's my leftover paper? I think I can put something in the center of that I got left. Maybe it's going to be nice. I'm going to leave it like that for now. Here we go. And oops, add more glue here. Okay, now you just want to put this one, going to go at this end. Just put glue right here on one side. I like to keep it close so then I can align it easier. So you see, you just want to glue half of it, because if you glue more than that, you're going to glue your insert. So I can always open it up here if I don't have enough, and then line this up, add my glue. Very important that you don't put glue past this, because you're going to have a card that won't open. Okay, let's go this way. Now we're going to do the next one. Again, I like to push it in the back because that's going to be easier. Now this time on this side. And now we can align this. Now I want to make sure these are equally, and they are. I was just lucky there. Because really you should shove this one under so you can align it top and bottom together so one don't pass the other one. So this is 3B. Okay, 3B right here. See, and it stand up like this. Make kind of a box. And here is 3A. And then it closed this way. Et voila. So my whistle need to have a sip of water. And now Ollie will take over and she will share 3 of hers. And then I will be back to share the other 3. The other 3, it's the one that I call the super simple one, okay? Here we go, Ollie. I think we're ready for you.
Awesome. Okay. I am doing 7. So this is 7A. And we will make 7B. Okay. I have all my bits and pieces here. For the front of the card, I am using a piece of copy paper, and the dies I used the Unbounded Love, I think is what it's called. Unbounded Love bundle, and I used this bigger circle die to cut these 3 holes out of my copy paper. And I made my copy paper. Well, it's supposed to be the same size as my.
If you need something.
Oh, it's the same size. I was just kidding. I like to, since this is the same size, you can tape it down. You can see where I taped that item. I'm going to be brave today and not use tape. But I do need a piece of scrappy paper so I don't get ink everywhere. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. So I'm just making these little spotlights for these flowers on this piece of white. So we'll stack those together. I'm going to use our small blending brush, and this is soft sea foam. Like France, I always like to start off, and then I just go real light. I don't even put my finger up here on the head of the brush. I hold my brush all the way back here. You can always add more ink if you want, but once you've added it, it is really, really hard to take it off. So we'll just do this second one now. Whoops. Hopefully that didn't go on my paper. Maybe it would be best to tape this down. But live on the edge. Okay, and I have a couple of little white spots in the middle, but that's okay because I'm going to cover them up. So then we have our 3 circles there. And I have petal pink. And I forgot my adhesive, so I'm going to use France's adhesive.
Absolutely.
I brought glue dots and dimensionals. I just didn't bring any regular adhesive. So we'll just line this up here. And then I have a strip of the designer paper. You could do either side. I like this flower side. I see a disaster coming with that ink open. And I know I've got a gap there in the middle, but I'm not too worried about that right now. Because, well, oh, here it is. I have this petal pink ribbon comes in a combo pack with some white. I don't know, it's diagonal trim or something. All the supplies are listed in our PDF. When I attach ribbon around my card, I like to just put a glue dot on either end, and then I just fold it over so that it's got a nice clean edge on both ends, just like that. Okay, so then we have our card base. And we'll adhere this layer to our card base. Whenever you put your ribbon on the back, I like to make sure that I put my adhesive over the top of that ribbon as well, just to kind of secure it a little bit better. Tight little border there. And then we're going to use some dimensionals. And I'm going to put just one dimensional on the back of these little flowers. And then I'm just going to stick them in the middle there. These flowers aren't all the same size, but that's okay. Flowers in the wilderness are not all the same size, so. Okay, and then I have labels. These again were from the Unbounded Love. And this one I'm just going to adhere flat. That right there. I have these 2 little sprigs.
Your nail matched the DSP.
I hope my nail gal isn't watching because I had to cancel my appointment tomorrow because I have to work late. And so I actually did them myself and they look pretty rough, but that's okay. So then I just used a glue dot to adhere those 2 little sprigs together. And we'll stick it to the back of our label. And then we'll use some dimensionals.
She's at the concert. She's
Oh, good. Okay, that's the front. Now we have to bring the party inside. I've started layering. If I use a layer on the outside, I like to bring that layer on the inside. Oops, I'm not used to her setup here. Sorry, I'll try to stay up here in the camera.
You're good.
Tight little border again. And then I've already stamped the greeting. This stamp set, So Sincere, has the happy birthday that goes vertical like that, which is kind of different. It's nice to have options. Do you have a refill?
Yes. Here, I'm going to do this and this. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll just put that in, and you can see I've got a much smaller piece of white. I'm kind of minimalistic with my words as well. So to have a smaller piece to write on doesn't hurt my feelings too bad. So then we're going to just stick one of these flowers down here, and another one just kind of tucked up here at the top. And there we have card A, card B for number 7. Okay. This next card will be card 8. Okay. Scooch all of our pieces off there. And then I use the Fern embossing folder. I think it's called Fern. And then I sponged a little bit of it with my blending brush in the same color ink. I'm not going to add that yet. Don't let me do that, because then my ribbon would not be right. So on this one, I mean, you certainly could use this paper here, but I thought it was too busy with the frame. So the back side of this almost just looks like regular cardstock. It's got just a little bit of a wash to it. So we will not add that yet. Let's add our ribbon first. Again, a glue dot on either end. This one we're going to put, about there, not quite center. And then we'll add these strips. And I'm not going to push them down too hard just yet to make sure that I get them kind of even. If you do the 2 outside edges first, and then your center edge, it makes lining them up a little bit easier. Okay, we'll call that good. Then this is, I forgot to stamp my greeting. You'll stamp a greeting in here. Let me get that real quick.
Need a milk?
Yes, please.
Pretty peacock.
I'm gonna do, yes. I'm gonna change this one and say, hope your day is a happy one. Cute. Oh, I like having an assistant. Okay. So then this is gonna go on to dimensionals again. And I'm just gonna put 4 on here. And we'll make sure our sentiment is going the right way. And this little guy here, we're going to just use a glue dot. Boy, you guys are going to be well hydrated tonight between France and I. We're just going to stick him in there. And then another piece of that petal pink ribbon, and I'm just going to tie this piece into a little knot. And then a glue dot to make it look like it went all the way around the card and the knot on the front. I think we're ready to, oh, I have another sprig here. Let me add that.
I cannot believe you did a knots with that thing.
With the die?
No, with that piece of ribbon. You know, it's that.
Oh.
I was watching. I'm like,
France thinks you need 10 inches to tie a knot in a ribbon. I can probably tie a bow with 8 inches, and that's a whole bowl. So I didn't really need a whole lot to tie that knot. And then these are, I don't remember what these little gems are called. Little sparkle gems. And when I get gems off the sheet, I like to use my take your pick tool. And we're just going to add one over there and up here and over there. All right. Oh, looks like I have a piece of, I guess I should do the inside. That would be good. So then I just use one of these corner pieces. What are you laughing at?
Scott is talking to you and I'm replying on your iPad.
Oh. Scott, if she says something mean, it's not me.
Tell them I answer on your iPad.
France is talking on my iPad. So when you see Holly talking, obviously I'm not typing and making a card at the same time. So she's using my iPad to reply to you guys. That's funny. Okay.
It was another birthday, Holly, and he did it in purple. I thought it was you, but it was another Holly.
Oh. Okay. So there we have a square frame and a round frame. 8A, A, and B. One more for me, and then I will let France have at it again. So this is number 9A. And on this one, I did a little bit of sponging. And I already did that. You can tell that I taped it down with I don't know, washi tape or post-it note tape. But you don't really need to because, well, I guess you do. Looking at my card, there's just a little bit of white frame on there. So you want to mask off your white layer, and then petal pink, soft sea foam, garden green. And again, you'll want to do um, light touch with your blending brushes, otherwise you get a big blob like that. So I'm hoping that we can kind of cover that up today. So this one is going to go just flat down on our card base. Make sure it opens the right way. Have you ever done that? Put your card on upside down? I have. I send those ones to my sister. And then this frame, I didn't want to use a whole bunch of dimensionals. So did you know that we have a product called foam adhesive sheets? It's the same material as our dimensionals, the same thickness, but it's a whole sheet of dimensional. So that's what I've done. I've cut some strips of that, and I'm going to put that on the back of my frame here. You could use, we do have the adhesive strips that you can use for shaker cards. Those ones are a little bit thicker than the regular dimensionals. So you could use this for shaker cards as well if you wanted to have it just a little bit thinner. But we're just gonna beef up these edges here. A little bit skinny there, but I think that'll work. Okay. Oh, I guess I pulled that one already. Looks like it's the same. So now let's center that on there just like that. And here, well, you know, you're learning how to do things. Do as I say, not as I do. We should have put this little guy down here first. Maybe I'll just cut it off. We'll just cut it off. We'll cover up that little blob that I had with my blending brush. This one I'm going to use dimensionals. Okay. So we'll just tuck that in there. I'm going to hide where I did some surgery here. Okay. And then this little one I'm just going to add to the top. Maybe we'll put him on the inside. We'll put him on the inside. So then on the inside, I don't have my soft seafoam on the outside, but I did like to put it a little layer there on the inside. So we'll okay. There we go. Now this, the little pieces of paper that are in between all your punched out die cuts, save that because this works great for a little layer on the inside. Yeah, it's got two different colors on it, two different patterns of paper, but that didn't bother me. So I'm going to snip this a little bit. I'm going to put some adhesive. Let's see here. I need a silicone mat. Did you find it? Yeah, I did. This is a little bit skinny and I don't want to make a mess. So then we'll just put that there loosely. Oops, this one's out now, babe.
Oh, see?
Thank you. If your seal doesn't start right away for you, or having a hard time getting it going here, you can just tap it a little bit on your silicone mat, and then it makes it behave and work nice for you. And then that adhesive doesn't stick to your mat, you can just peel it off. So we'll put that there, and maybe a little bit more seal here. And I cut these just a little bit long, so I'll come to the back here and we'll adhere this to the inside now. Skinny little border. Oh, and we have some different gems on this card that we'll put on our front here. And I just take your pick and go from the side and push it. Yeah, so we'll put the big one there. And maybe a little one over there. It's much easier when you leave them on the full sheet. You don't have just that little piece of plastic to use. And we'll put that one up there. So there we have must be 9A and B. I think, babe, you're up.
Okay. Hello again. It's me. Now, I call this one, the next three are very simple, but remember the page that I show you with the frames, and you couldn't use two the same because it's six different one, the frame or just the square, the rectangle. That's what we're using. So this now I'm at 4A, and then I'm going to do 4B. So very simple, and you can see we use pretty much the same toned colors, right? Just because that's the paper that we work with. So I'm going to do my inside layers, and like Ollie get pretty much me hook on double layers inside. It's not much more extra, but it add quite a bit, I think. So we're going to use a few glue dots to do our banner and put that right above. I absolutely love all those little banner that we get in there. I think it's finished the inside of the card so lovely. And we're going to put this inside. And just to let you all know, I lost a bet with Holly. I don't know what we bet, but I said, oh, we're so well prepared. I said, I think we can do that in an hour. Well, it's 7 o'clock. It's exactly an hour. And we still have 6 cards to do. So I lost. But I told her, I said, I'm always wrong on that. So I put the layer on my pretty peacock. Now another strip of pretty peacock. we're going to put that about, oh, maybe the center, whatever. Very rare that I measure. Now, this is pale, no, 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 uh, that pink. What is that pink? Petal pink. And my greeting. Here I got Let's Celebrate, and this one I put Happy Birthday. See, it's the same font and such. Now I got this leaf. This one was bigger. Like I said, it's not too, well, maybe it's two of the same, but I don't think so. I'm going to use two glue dots here. Don't you love all those glue dots tonight? And then again, my ribbon. Did I left my ribbon here? No. It's someplace. Don't panic.
Did I pick it up?
No, it's under this. Okay, so I just a little knot. Again, it's not even a bow. It's just a knot. So if you arrive late, I saw a few that arrive later. Uh, we don't say all the colors and measurement and that. If you're interested in that, it's included in the download. You can get the download with an order of qualified order of $40, and that go till like the 26th. Okay, visit my blog at frenchiestamps.com and you get all the details there. Now we, oops, uh-oh, this one gonna give me a hissy fit
You
there.
should have let me cut that off for you so that I could see you tie a knot.
Yeah, no, I like to sell a lot of ribbon. If voila, see the difference? Same style, the same color background. It's just the designer's tier paper. It's different. Voila. And so this is 4A. See, inside was this one. And this one inside, I got the banner. So just depend, all those bits and pieces that we're using. So this is 4A, 4B. Okay, move along, baby. Okay, this one, that's where I told you that all those bits and pieces that you cut, because my big sheet of paper, the 12 by 12, I cut it at 5.5, and 5.5 it give me 1 inch strip. So you get all those strip and then the center strip. So this is 5A, and now we're going to do 5B. I think I want to make sure that I mix them. 1 second. I want to make sure I'm not giving you the wrong. Yeah, 5A. Okay, 5A right here. And now we're doing 5B. Again, it's on Pretty Peacock. And like Ollie said, at all time, I think it is true. I like to do the top and then the bottom or the side and the side. And then you put your center. So that way it's a lot easier to match it. Absolutely a lot easier to match it. So I'm going to come here and put that here. Now I'm going to do my bottom one. Put that over here. And then I'm going to put my center there. Anytime you get 3 strip that you go vertical or horizontal, I think if you start bottom, top, bottom, and side, it make it a lot easy. Boom, see, it's already done. Now we're going to take this and put that at the top. And we got my hello over here. And we're going to cut. I like to cut in the center, and then it's called flag it, go on each side. Some like to use what you may call it. Oh, this one gonna go. See, this one I cannot go this way. I would have to go there. Well, I'm gonna put it on top here. So it's just gonna change direction. And then I did use dimensional. So I'm gonna put the dimensional top and bottom or really it was bottom and top, all the same. And I'm going to put it right here. Now my halo going to get stuck right under there. You know what? I'm going to trim it a little bit. Glue dots. Oh, and I see I curved that a bit. So to curve it, I use my bone folder. Here we go. I'm going to put that right there. And need another glue dots here. I wish I would have counted how many glue dots I used tonight, because that was a bit. Okay, again, another knot for my ribbon. And me, I like to keep my ribbon on my spool. I think for me it's a lot easier because I cannot do that in the bitty piece of Ollie. But when it's on my thing, I can trim it this way and it looks like I use very little, right? But really, if you can use 10-inch, 12-inch, it's even better for my business because I can sell more. Here we go. Voila. And now inside, I think Ollie used that on one of her last card too. That corner, it's part of that. And I put that inside right here. So it's hard to believe between the cards that I'm sharing now, the one of Ollie, that pretty much I use a full pack of paper, right? But it's all, look at that. Amazing. Okay, next one and last one for me. It's this frame here. Now I'm going to use the square frame because it's one oval and then one in the square. I already got just a note. And this one, we're going to, mine it's flat. So I'm going to go ahead and put that. Here we go. When it's equal like that, here we go. Tap it down. Perfect. And the reason why I like tambour when it's, tight fit, then I can move it around. Now we're going to go ahead and put that right on top of my pretty peacock. Now take my flowers, no dimensional, so glue dot to the rescue, baby. Gonna squeeze that. Oh, here we go. Right there. And again, another. See, these 3 card here was super, super quick. I started with the harder ones. So if you missed the first part, I strongly recommend to watch because I got my trifold on the first part of this video. And I'm going to put that right there. So really the tail should have went under, but it was already glue. Oh, it's good. All good. Don't worry about the small thing, my friends. Here we go. And then inside, I got this big corner there. I'm going to go ahead. Ollie, grab the other adhesive because this one is went sideways. I'm going to have to fix it.
This one's plus, is that right?
No, right in the white thing in front of you. Look, right there. And here we go. That is it for me. I'm going to clean my mess and Ollie going to come. And I'm looking 7:10 and I come here. It was about 7. So about 10 minutes to do the 3 card. Like I said, I knew they were fast, this one. Absolutely fast. So now I'm cleaning my little mess so she get place to work. And we're going to share with them back all at the end, okay? Voila. Okay, Ollie, all yours.
Okay. So let's see, this must be 7, 8, 9. This must be 10. I tried to do a masculine card with this paper, but it didn't work so much. So it's still kind of a girly card, but that's okay. So with this one, paper trimmer.
Right in the right there. Yep.
So this one, I cut the middle out and used it as a layer here. But you would thought I would have made some notes. That would have been too easy. So I've already folded it. It's a standard fold, a temp fold card. So let's see, maybe I should start with this one. I made these cards a while ago, so kind of hard to remember what we're doing here. Math is hard, I'm telling you guys. So sorry. Let's see. So, France, where would have I cut this out?
Where you cut that?
I cut my first piece off. So now where do I?
Okay, so from your score line,
It's 1.5 inches, but
yep,
but I
right here. You're going to bring this here, this way. Go at 1.5.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
She had a challenge today.
I've had a rough couple of weeks, so it's nice to be crafting, but brain cells are not there. So, okay. So you're going to keep all these pieces, and we're going to make our card like this. So we're going to do some basic layering, and I don't use pumpkin pie very often. It's not a color that I really like, but I thought it looked good with this stuff. Oh, I forgot to bring that. Oh, here's that adhesive. So we're just going to do basic layering here. And then you'll notice that my layer for this piece here is missing. I was going to use these circles from that die, the Unbounded Love dies. I didn't end up using them, but I'm still going to use this as my layer. Whenever you're cutting something out of, when you're going to layer it, you can always cut something out of the middle, especially if it's fancy paper like foil or glitter paper. I call it stamping green or cutting green, using all the bits and pieces. Okay. This is designer paper that I stamped on for the happy birthday. And now you never know that I cut the centers out of there. Like that. And then these two pieces, I'm going to go ahead and use the same. Maybe we'll switch it up. I guess I'll switch these ones up. I'll use the other side of this paper. Okay, now to get this put back together, I like to put put my centerpiece, I like to adhere it to the top. And remember, you don't want to go down too far with your adhesive, otherwise it'll stick your flap shut. And we'll go about there. And then I'm going to put adhesive on the bottom half of this, but I'm not going to close it all the way down yet. I'm going to line up my bottom section, and then you just close that centerpiece down. Then we have our card. So we have this little bouquet of flowers that I did with dimensionals. This one's a little bit shorter, but that's okay. We'll put it there. And then I have a length of linen thread. I want a double bow, so I'm going to fold it in half. And then I'm going to tie this in a bow. Then you can fuss with the tails. Make your bow how big you want it. And then we're going to trim this off. Oops. And we're going to put a glue dot on there. I like to, when I've got twine, I like to kind of roll the glue dot into a little ball. And then we'll just stick that. There. Looks like those are a little bit long still. And then on the inside, you can stamp whatever greeting you want there. And I like to make sure that the front covers it. Obviously, I didn't stamp it here, but you would stamp your greeting on the inside. And then just a scrap piece of designer paper that we will add to the bottom for a little bit of decoration. I got glue on her table. I need lots of help tonight. Thank you, sweetheart. And then if you had a little bit of hangover, of course, you could trim it off the back. Mine looks pretty good. And then I have this piece that I like to use on the envelope. So if you have tons of designer paper, this is a quick way to use up a good chunk, I suppose, of designer paper. And when I put my adhesive on my flap, I always like to put it on my envelope, not on my paper, because we'll end up trimming some of that off. And I just use my regular seal, and I go down that side, down this side, across the bottom, and across the fold. Try to get it up to the fold, but not onto the fold. And then I don't think it really matters what way this paper goes. So then you're just going to line it up on your flap, press it down, and then just that little bit that we have to trim off. So we'll just take our snips, follow the edge of the envelope there, just like that. And there we have 10A, A, and B. The next one here is a offset gatefold, and so it opens like that. Oops, almost lost my little gems there. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna fold this. And on a gatefold, you don't always have to have it meet right in the middle. You can have it open wherever you want. And this one is a landscape card. You could actually do a gatefold portrait as well, and you wouldn't have to have it meet in the middle. You could have it offset. So we will do some simple layering here. See which piece goes with which here. Okay, so my grading goes on this piece of petal pink. Like so. This one is the same designer paper. I just flipped it over and used both sides of it. When you cut your paper, if it has a direction, you want to make sure you pay attention to that. Okay, we'll set that aside. And like this one, if it was going this way, it might look a little bit weird. So when you cut your paper, you want to make sure you know which direction, how your outcome is going to be. So then this is just going to layer on here. And this one's going to go on this side. And then you can decide which side you want to adhere your greeting layer to. You just don't want to adhere it to both sides, otherwise your card won't open. So it looks like I did it on the left side. Maybe this time, I think I'm still going to do it on the left. It helps weigh down the card and hold it shut a little bit better, I think. So we'll put some adhesive here, just on that one side. Center that. And if you needed to add more glue, you could add some liquid glue in here. I think I got it pretty good. And then we're going to just take this bow piece and pop it up on dimensionals. Like that. We have some pretty and pink gems. Oops, I don't want him there. We'll put him over there. guess we should put the inside in. I use the long curved leaf for the inside. And I know my inside is white, but I did another layer. Um, I just think it adds a little bit of, I don't know, elegance maybe.
Tell the truth. It helped us sell some card stock.
Well, that's true. Yeah, layer it up. But then the dang postage is so much that you have to be careful about really how heavy your card is and how thick it is. But um, I'm not one that usually does horribly simple cards. I don't know. It's just not in my ability. Well, it's in my ability. I just prefer to do die cutting and all the layers and stuff. So 11A and B, pretty much the same. And we have that same little sprig. So those two are the same. And again, if you had extra paper, you could put that on the back of your envelopes. Okay, last card. So this must be 12A. We use some designer paper there. This one actually is a sketch from page 22 in the annual catalog. This is one of the sketches that Stampin' Up! Provided in the catalog for us. So don't forget to use those sketches. I usually have to start with a color combo or a sketch of some sort. Designing just doesn't come easy to me, and it takes me a while to come up with stuff. So if I have a starting point, that makes it really nice. Again, this is embossed with that fern embossing folder. So we'll just add some adhesive there. Like that. And then this little layer goes in the center. And then again, I've just used two different pieces of designer paper, and I think I punched these with a punch, with one of our circle punches. Put that one there. This one down here. We're going to put some dimensionals on the back of our label. Again, this label came from the Unbounded Love dies, and it looks like I put dimensionals on my flower too. So we'll put a couple on there. We'll put that about there. I didn't press that down too hard in case I need to tuck the stem of this flower underneath there. Oh, it looks like it's going to go nice. Okay, so there we go there. And some more gems. Gotta have some bling, right? Definitely easier to get off a bigger piece of acetate there. Okay, there we have that. I used one of the corner bows for the inside. And again, I'm going to layer it up. inside. And then our envelope. So go down the side. And there, my friends, we have completed 12 cards for you tonight.
Really? We have 24 now.
Well, yeah, we have 24 to share, but we made 12 tonight.
So grab all yours. We're going to do a recap of all of them. Oh, we're going to have a drawing. Anybody that left a comment, if you didn't leave a comment yet, now it's the time. And we didn't announce that at the beginning, but that's okay. It's the one that lasts with us. It's going to be, oops, it's a mega paper share here. See all the, it's a lot of it.
Is that like 52 card pickup?
Yeah, 52 card pickup. Okay, I got it back in order. So all the paper, designer sear paper in the annual catalog. I had one share left, and it voila. So that's going to be the winner tonight. Okay, let me put that aside. And Ollie going to share hers. I'm going to share mine. So mine, it's 1 through 6. So here it is. This was opening this way. That was 1. This is 2. And, oops, see? Ah, I did something that I told you not to do. But you know what? I told you, everybody need an eraser, adhesive eraser. That watch on one side and not on the other side there. Okay, so open it all. That was the 2. Here we go. And this was the 3. And here we go. So that was the first 3 I share, and this is, that would be 4, 5. That's 5 again. A and B. And then 6. Ollie, do you want to share your card again?
Yeah.
Here we go. Ollie going to share hers again.
7. 8. 9. 10 was our offset gatefold. Oh, that was 11. And 12. 12 is a sketch from the catalog on page 22. So yeah, use those sketches. They're an awesome starting point to get you going. Just like that.
And we got a winner for tonight. Again, okay, let's flip that so they can see us. To get the, whatchamacallit,
PDF.
yeah, PDF, the download. So visit my blog at frenchiestamps.com, and you're going to have the host code there, and all of your thing is
hollyscrafting.com, and I will have a separate host code and all the information on my blog um, by tomorrow evening.
And the winner of the paper, it is Karen Harness.
Yeah.
So, Karen, I think I know your address, but just to make sure, it can be more than one. So, you have to go at frenchiestamps.com. At the top, you get contact me. Send me your mailing address, and this humongous pack of paper gonna be your way. So, thank you everybody that joined us. An hour and a half, an hour 37. So you were, she said an hour and a half. Yeah, I said an hour, but I know I always say the time wrong. But that's quite a bit of cards. So really, it's 12 design because I get six design, you get six design. It would be 12 design in all, and we double because, and we're gonna have picture of both of them. Like I said, like a perfect example, this card here. See, the frame, it's different. It don't look different, but it is different. This one also, because some of them don't have double, but we managed to do the same layout, just different element on it. All those pictures in the download, you get all the supplies we use, the measurement, and extra pictures. We didn't give detail of step by step how to make the card because we get the video, but you get all the measurement, the supplies, the color, ink, and such. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Well, that is it, my friend. Again, if you like what you see, give us the thumbs up and share with your friends. Thank you so much. Till next time, happy stamping, my friends.
Bye, guys.